What's up, guys? Today I want to talk about sparring some more, and this video is more for the regular student, not even the real fighters out there. The regular student, why the regular student should spar, and obviously not hard and not 100% like a fighter would do. But I believe, and we're talking about from a kickboxing or boxing standpoint, not more striking than grappling, because most people don't have a problem if they're an active member in a martial arts gym. They grapple, and there's no damage really being done. You just tap, and I mean, obviously injuries happen, your neck injuries, you could hurt your knee or something like that. But so grappling in most gyms is pretty common, like everybody grapples, right? But I want to tell you why I believe every student should spar. I know guys that have trained Muay Thai for and I'll talk about this with my students and they laugh all the time, right? I know guys that have trained Muay Thai for 5 years and they've never sparred. These are regular students, right? They're just in there for exercise, but they're also in there to learn self-defense. I mean, they've trained for 5 years but they've never sparred. Like, they just choose they don't want to spar, which is crazy to me because no one's going to go that hard on you. If your coach is good, they'll tell the person, hey, don't go hard. We're not sparring hard. We're regular people. We're just trying to learn technique, learn self-defense, and get in shape, right? But I know guys that have trained for 5 years and never sparred, and these type of people would literally get beat up by a crackhead. Like, imagine a dude, I always use the 7-Eleven example. My students laugh about this, but imagine a dude at 7-Eleven comes up and just starts swinging wild on you. Maybe he was athletic when he was younger. Maybe now he's, drugs have taken over his life. His life has taken a turn for the worst. And maybe back in the day, he was a young athlete that played football for 4 years in high school, whatever. He's decently strong. Maybe he went to jail. Maybe the thing is, maybe this guy is just naturally mean. He's naturally a mean guy. He's been in a bunch of situations. The thing is if you don't spar, guys, you don't understand the level of violence that'll come in a fight. And that's what people get overwhelmed with that don't spar. They don't understand the level of violence that comes with a real combat situation. They're sitting here, they're used to sitting here like a Muay Thai fighter, sitting here trying to land leg kicks and do a slow tempo. It's not realistic in a situation. Any attacker in the streets, any attacker at a bar, any attacker at an event you're at, or anything like that that's untrained, he's not coming at you with leg kicks or slow teeps or unrealistic stuff. He's coming at you swinging, throwing haymakers, and guess what? If he lands, he could win. Oftentimes in a street fight, whoever wins the street fight oftentimes is the guy who lands first. So you can train for 10 years, and if you're not used to the brutality of punches coming at you, you could be overwhelmed and panic and turn your head. You have to get used to stuff coming at you. So this is why I think regular people should spar. They don't need to spar hard. You could spar 60, 70%. Now, you need to spar more than 30% for sure, but you could spar 60% and it would be enough for you to be for you to be able to defend yourself in a realistic situation. But it's just a lot of people that don't spar. I've seen this over the years because I've seen people that train, and these people would get overwhelmed and beat up by a crackhead that's a head case that's mean and been in a bunch of street fights, just because the guy's coming forward swinging wild and has ability to land possibly if you panic in the situation. So sparring gives you the level of calmness where you don't panic. So to the regular students out there, start sparring, guys. Even if you're not going hard, you shouldn't be going hard if you're not trying to be a fighter. But you should go hard enough, 60%, 70% if you really enjoy it, 60 to 70%, realistic pace. Spar some boxing, not just Muay Thai if you train kickboxing, because most gyms here in America mostly teach a lot of Muay Thai and not as much boxing. Well, any attacker you're coming with, that's coming at you and you're going to fight or defend yourself against is probably not coming with kicks. They're coming with hands, so you should know how to deal with stuff like that. So for my regular students, guys, it really is important to spar for self-defense. You need to learn how to deal with stuff where you're not, it's not the first time you've ever been in a stressful situation where you don't panic and you're more relaxed if something like that happens to you. Even if you're trying to take the person down eventually and get them on the ground, you still got to deal with that initial barrage that's coming at you, just swinging wild. So something to think about, guys. Even the regular people should spar, in my opinion. Not hard, but you should make it realistic enough where you could defend yourself in a street scenario. Just my advice, guys. If you're new to martial arts and you're looking for a gym in your area, get my book, The Ultimate Guide to Choosing Your Martial Arts School and Instructor. Link is in the description below. It's a little small, affordable book. It's $4.99 on Amazon. Small 60-page book. Would help you find a gym in your area. And if you have any more questions or any subjects you'd like me to talk about, leave a comment below. Thank you, guys.